Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Okami. Last time, we explored more of Shinshu Field and bloomed all the trees here in Kamiki so that we could restore Konohana, which we can't see right now, but either way, that brought Sakia back to her old self, and we gained the ability of Water Lily, which allows us to create lily pads on the water, which allows us to travel further out of Kamiki Village. But before we do that, we have a couple things here to wrap up in Shinshu Field. We saw everything we need to see and all that, but there's a couple, well not a couple, I think like one straight bead to get for now. There's a couple later on, much later on that we can obtain, but for the moment, for the time being, there's a clover over here. Let's get it. Not much praise, I think it's like probably, early on in the game they only really give you 5, but hey, I need praise early on. It's, Jesus Christ, bloom the thing! Thank you, 5 praise, yeah, not much, but hey. It's something. Behind this tree over here, in case you didn't have a Traveler's Charm to give Ida before, which there's nothing we'll do later on. You have a Traveler's Charm in case you didn't do it with him, you didn't give him the thing. You had to get, you know what I mean. And also, this game's draw distance is great. Is it this bad in the PS2 version, or is it just a mess up they made on the Wii version? Because I've never really seen much of the PS2 version, but anyway, stray bead right there. There's a clover over there as well that we might have bloomed. I don't particularly remember. Well, I guess we bloomed it because it's bloomed right there. So anyway, over here is a ferry that was used to transport people to Agata Forest. The ferry at the moment, and forever kind of, is out of service. But we now have Water Lily, meaning we don't... Excuse me. Meaning we don't need to worry about that. We can just use Water Lily to cross. Theoretically, we could have swam a little bit of the way, but for some reason, Ami drowns after a while. I mean, she's God of the Sun, can defeat demons. Not really the best. Swimming, not her forte. But we also need a Cherry Bomb to get across, so Cherry Bomb is, again, required ability. Actually, I think that was the first time it was required. The curse zone expanded into the forest? I thought evil would shun areas with so much grass and trees. It must really be some curse the way it's changed the forest. So, you may not know what to do, but, you know, let's go the actual way, because I've never actually done it. So, you can also just, like, jump off the side and get to where you need to go, but there's actually quite a bit of August. Is there a guy over there? Oh, I guess he's in the curse zone, so I can't really get to him. But yeah, you have to get on this ramp, and then you just walk along the edge here until you get to where you need to be. You can jump down from that cliff up there into, you know, we need to get behind that waterfall. Right there. But yeah, you can just jump down the cliff and it puts you right here. So that's what I've always done, honestly. I just jumped off the cliff, but you can actually get there, which I would hope so, because I'm going to hope when you're playing this game, the first instinct is not jump off a cliff. Especially, come on, especially when there's a curse zone right below you. Probably not. That's a guardian sapling. What's it doing down here? Ami, time for that magic brush of yours. Make that sucker bloom. So yes, rejuvenation time. Bloom time. Actually, rejuvenation is its own best technique, isn't it? No matter how many times I see those cutscenes, they still impress me. Either way, fits of praise just for doing that. We often get a lot of praise for doing plot-required things, but in this chest, we have the Devour Beads. A new divine instrument, guarded by a guardian sapling, eh? Wow, Saki's gonna spoil you rotten at this rate. Anyway, this is gonna make your life a whole lot easier. The monsters are gonna try to get you any way they can. So you need to equip a good divine instrument and practice up with it. But remember, there's more than simply equipping them. They can be equipped as a sub-weapon or a main weapon. A weapon's effect will differ depending on how it's equipped. You can even pull off some secret techniques with your sub-weapons. Even after your 100-year nap, you remember that much, right? I know you're not too bright, but no sweat, no thinking involved. just try to equip that new divine instrument as a main weapon. So yeah, enter the fan menu, and your first option pretty much is Devour Beads and Divine Retribution. Now, these are two types of weapons. The Devour Beads here are a rosary, and the reflectors are things like Divine Retribution. They obviously, rosaries, they're very fast, but they're very weak and can pull off a lot of combos, though, on enemies. The reflectors are medium speed and do medium damage. And there's a third type of weapon that you can probably predict the stats of, but I won't mention quite yet, since we've not exactly encountered it. Isun there just told us that every time we bloom a guardian sapling, fruit will appear on Konohana back in Kamiki village, that will give us a treasure every time. So, we'll head back there every so often and, do that. Also, there were bunnies. I gotta feed them. Bunnies! Bunnies! My life is fulfilled! Actually, that wasn't all that special. There's bunnies everywhere in this game, especially early on. But, hey, 6 praise. That gives us 100. How much do we need to upgrade our ink again? Something like 250? Yeah, 250. But I think, we'll continue upgrading our ink a little bit. I don't know. Maybe we'll upgrade our health, though. In fact, let's just go ahead. Let's go. Let's just be risk takers. Upgrade our health. Oh my god, we can do it again. Let's do it again. Actually, yeah, let's do it again. Why not? Oh, we can't do it again. I'm sorry, I don't know what numbers are. I never went to kindergarten. Hark! They call the heavens, the earth, the sea. They summon me forth to defeat evil. Waka, the god's gift to man, is here. Bonjour. What's up with that guy? That crimson shading and divine instrument on your back. You look kinda weird, but I reckon you pack a punch, baby. Hey, think you're so special way up there, huh? Get down here and talk face to face. Wait, did he say crimson shading? Can he see Ami's true form? Hey, he drew a sword. Oi! This is how I get my point across, pun intended. The moment the curse zone started spreading across Nippon, I saw the shadowy figure that removed the sacred sword, Tsukuyomi, flee into Kamiki village and seal the entrance with a huge rock. You guys know anything about that? This guy gives me the creeps. Better keep your eye on him. Huh? Ami, you getting all worked up again? Magnifique. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now you should get an earful of my beloved sword. Behold, Pillow Talk! Pillow Talk does bring up an interesting thing, though. Okami has a reference in one of the Saints Row games. I think it's probably 2? I don't know. I have not played a Saints Row game, unfortunately. There's a weapon rather, in the game called Pillow Talk, and I think it's modeled after that. Again, I haven't played the game, and I actually haven't looked up the reference in a while, but damn it, I know it's there. Anyway, Waka here, he has a sword, obviously, Pillow Talk, and he's going to launch mini daggers at you, I guess. You can launch them back with Power Slash. He will overall try to hit you with it, and charge at you. Please shoot the charge? No, you're just gonna continuously do this move. Waka is always one of the fights I could never really perfect, but he's making it real easy from here. I guess it's the range I'm always at him. Anyway, reflectors as a sub-weapon, they act as a shield of sorts. And if he would charge at me or do any other attack, then that... Thank you. Okay, he does lunges. Oh, he did something else. That's amazing. I didn't expect him to. And he's just doing this... You're really, really bad at this. But he has multiple attacks. But the rosaries, they act as a, well, they don't... Well, reflectors, I'm sorry, they act as a shield in battle. And we'll go more into that whenever we have enemies that will actually attack us with physical damage. Rosaries, they can do combos, they have long range, and they're really, really good. They're my favorite type of weapon. Hey, wait, you know this guy on me? Well, that was pretty tactless. Excuse him, raw baby. You see, I was looking into that curse zone that struck this land. It consumed all in its path, even the light of the sun. It is the curse of Orochi, the legendary 8-headed serpent. Orochi? Do not utter that name without reason. That alone could curse the weak of mind. Orochi was slain 100 years ago by Nagi and Shiranui, and its evil spirit was sealed away in the moon cave, which I guarded. You know, the cave in the middle of Lake Okami over on Shinshu Field? But someone has gone and freed Orochi by removing Tsukiyomi. The beast's evil has caused a curse zone to cover these lands. I never thought the sacred sword could be so easily removed. Whoever did it waited till I was back in the capital. It seems things are afoot that even I did not prophesize. We're way ahead of you, pretty boy. We've been busy displaying the curse zone left and right. That Orochi's gonna be mincemeat when we're through with him. So you're the ones who've revived the trees in this area. But a lot of time's passed since Orochi's return. You'd better pick up the pace, Mashiri. What? I'm sorry to say, our battle just now was a big disappointment. You're not where you used to be, Amaterasu. You may have defeated Orochi long ago, but one cannot dwell on past glories. You have weakened greatly during your 100-year slumber. That's enough. Now tell me about that shadowy figure you saw running back to Kamiki. How do we know it wasn't you? Relax, my little bouncing friend. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a little prophecy for you. I can see into the future, you know. I foresee a lot and big thrills. Take that as you will. You'll know what I'm talking about when the time comes. Anyway, I must be off. The work of a prophet is never done. Au revoir, baby. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these French terms really badly, but I took Spanish, and I'm taking German, so I've never spoken French in my life. Also, Waka is French if you didn't pick up on that. We got work to do. Why did we stand there for a while? That was odd. Anyway, Agata Forest is now revived, and we did perfectly 4,000 yen, oh my god! And I want to find a battle before we end this episode off, because we're getting a bit up there on time. But first off, we have some treasures around these trees that we have to find, mainly in plants that we can bloom. There's one right here, for example. Bloom it! Bloom it! Who is that? There's a guy in the High School Musical movies. Who watched those, by the way? What was his name? It was like something Bloom? Or was it Bloom? I don't remember. I haven't watched those movies. Okay, well, I haven't watched those movies ever, really. I remember in my elementary school, music class was required. You had to take it. And it really, you didn't sing or make music or play an instrument most of the time, and if you did, it was very, very simple. But you just kind of learn notes. And we took it, I think, for all 6 years. That was something exploding. I'm sorry if you heard that. But, we took it for all 6 years of my elementary school. And I think we learned the same exact thing every single year. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember any of it, by the way. Sorry about that. I guess what we heard exploding was my arpege. But anyway, back to the music thing. Yeah, I remember there were, like, treble clefs and other notes. But I knew that because I've seen sheet music. I learned more. Actually, I only remember treble clefs because there were treble clefs in Banjo-Tooie that gave you 25 notes, and they were awesome. And that's honestly the extent of my musical knowledge. I love music. I love, like, well, specifically now orchestral music and orchestral rock music and all that kind of stuff. But I don't remember anything about it. And chorus class was also a required class. We had to take chorus, and well, we started in 5th grade. And they actually made it non-required in 6th grade, which I didn't understand. I was thankful for that because I hated it. Specifically, my teacher I hated, especially in 6th grade. They changed the teacher because I think the old one moved to the high school or middle school or something like that, or I don't really know. And yeah, well, that sucked. It really sucked. Because I liked the teacher at least. But yeah. Anyway, reflectors. Yeah, I mentioned there were shields as sub-weapons. If you time it right like that, a green symbol will show up instead of a yellow one. If we may also demonstrate that. Good sir. Good sir, I'm over here. Come on. Can you hit me? It's not that hard, dude. Oh my god. Fine, face me. Turn around. Or do that, that's fine too. Please just... Thank you. That was a white one, it was also much smaller. And you'll get a Demon Fang for that, meaning you can get 2 Demon Fangs from imps now and some other enemies by using that trick to time the thing right and do that kind of thing. You can get a Demon Fang, and then you can use their full finish. But 15 praise for clearing that Devil Gate. And also, how much praise for feeding these monkeys? Probably quite a bit, because they're monkeys. 9! Okay, well, next episode, guys, we will explore Agata Forest and do something with this ball, unfortunately. See you next time. Oh, wait. There's a thing. What is this? It's an Infinity Stone that will give us ink for a limited amount of time. Infinite ink, sorry. Anyway, yeah, actually, let's jump on the story pad and end the episode. Bye, everyone.